Hello. Now you can hear me. This was stupid. Yeah. Anyways, you got the music with noise voice. Good morning, everybody. It's a Monday, am I right? I forgot even what I was gonna say. Boris, once again, tu dois dormir. Qu'est-ce que tu fais ici? And hey Tina, minding number 8 in the dev check construct as well. And DM Leon. So yeah, what I was saying, stream is 5 minutes late because the Wi-Fi was not ready for the Monday. So I had to be the good husband and bring her to work. Wow, everyone is here. Where's the beautiful white shirt? It's right here. The beautiful white shirt. It's just business day. Not business day, but we have work today. Good again. I don't know. It's I'm clocking in for work, guys. I was like, I'm gonna wear the full tie, but then I realized like, nah, I don't want to do that. It's too much. So yeah, we're getting things ready. Is Bite Me Awards already? No. For that one, I have a better tie. Hey Dylan. Indie Dev Jack. Can you loosen one more button? That's like... The problem is like, it's not sexy because underneath here I'm wearing like the Uniqlo Airism. So it's not like you're gonna see even more of my beautiful pecs. In the meantime, I'm going to be pulling up. So the plan for today. It's going to be number 1 for Desktop Island. I need sprites for Thomas. And then for net profits, I need the prestige upgrade select menu. UI. And then if there's time left, M98 brainstorm service pack 2 contents. This is the plan for today. Say. When I watch you on these, I feel guilty for not working on my crap game. You look tired, man. You know, we wake up at 5:30 in this household on the weekdays. And then still my wife, she has 1.5 hours in the morning. She still doesn't make it on time. But you know, if I look tired, this is why we have the white monster, of course. Can't live without it. I have no idea who George Michael is. I'm sorry, I'm not American. So these are the plans for today. I'm gonna clean up some of all my tabs in the meantime. Perfect, okay. Go to Desktop Village. Fetch origin. Drinking this early in the morning. Mondays, am I right? God, I love Garfield meme. Yeah, how has your guys' weekend been? I assume you guys worked very hard. Speaking of tired, I'm tired. I'm out. See you later, Symptom. Later, everyone. Okay, what did Thomas do? Gold in UI, whatever that means. Lots of odds and ends polish. Construction visualizer. So this is the thing, the construction visualizer that I have to do for him. Hey, Gervais. Tornado and expecting thunder. I mean, thunder is pretty basic, I feel. How can you work with that suit, bro? I love it. This is one of... I love wearing suits. I have like... I don't have like that many. I have more in Belgium. When I moved to Japan, I only brought 3 of them here. The problem is I never have a real reason to wear one. And that's what makes me so fucking sad. I'm like, I want to wear them. I think it's also, you know, I don't need to wear them, which also makes it more fun to wear them. If I had to wear this 5 days a week with like the nice necktie and whatever, probably I would get sick of it really quickly because then there's like no choice anymore. But I like it. It also does a lot for me to... Only 3, yeah, 1 black, 1 navy, and then 1 gray. The 3 standards you need. Like once you get forced to wear it, I think the fun is out of it. And then for me also, it's kind of like, you know, it makes me feel more professional. It's like, sometimes I don't just want to sit in my white t-shirt stinking up all day. Sometimes I just I want to feel like, hey, we're running a $1 million game studio. So let's go for it. Yeah, like Giggle says as well. Meanwhile, we're getting our first Godot W of the day. By Unity taking once again a full 5 minutes to start up. Maid Cafe joined the Ascension with Magical Girl Guardians and Songs of Never Jade, yeah. I think amount of suits I have total is I think only like 5. So that's including the 3. It's pretty okay. I have one more like blue fancy suit, but it's way too hot for Japan. These are like Japanese suits as well. So you can wear them in summer without sweating your ass off. I also got like some suits from Belgium, but they are like so thick material-wise. Good morning, Triada. Yeah. We have errors. Do the errors matter? No, the errors do not matter. So Thomas sent me some messages. I don't need to. Yeah, Unity can also be decompiled, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue. I need to go to enable the canvas. So this is the thing. Construction area tomato. The construction area sprite. I'm gonna make this one. Construction area sliced. So this was a sprite we received from our asset pack. And the problem we have, so you can see here, the tomato patch. This is something to upgrade later. So the idea is that you can like show like in the start, like, oh, you can't really work here. Like it's still under construction. Do I have like somewhere else a construction area? Not that I can see immediately. But basically, like, for example, this shape would also need to have one. And then Thomas sent me this image. This is like what happens right now if you try to tile it. Didn't you guys get sponsored by JetBrains at some point? Yes, we did. So we need to make it so that this doesn't happen again. Also, I think he scaled it. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna have to hit him with a stick. No. Okay, he did not scale this. Perfect. Because this is just bigger than the patch. So we need to make this more tileable. You're making it 2D RPG? I think this code can still work. I don't know. Honestly, also, I'm realizing more and more, I just like working in 3D way more than in 2D. So we need to make this tileable. So at least it needs to be like taller. Let's make a new sprite. Or can we just edit sprite size? Let's just edit sprite size. 6480, I think. And then this one. Fuck. Guess it was canvas size. So sprite size. 80, which should give us 2 tiles more top. And then we can work sideways as well. LOL, what happened to Zukowski's advice? Zukowski has... I honestly, like, genuinely last night, I had a new tier list idea. Tier listing Chris Zukowski's advice. We're gonna choose war, I guess. So I'm thinking, we need to kind of separate this. And then later on, fill in the blanks of what we want to do here. For example, this should not be like 2 pixels to the side. I think that's stupid. Like this should nicely fit inside of the tiles. Like this. Move this 1 tile over here. Morning started beef with one YouTuber. Only one YouTuber? I feel like I have more than one YouTuber. 3D is easier because the mistakes are not as visible. I think there's also differences. I think especially 2D pixel art, honestly, is I think the biggest issue that we make. I don't know. I think we can probably still just force our way through making this work. But I think definitely this is going to be the last time we do 2D pixel art. The reason we ended up doing it was just because the asset pack was so good. So this is one of the first times that I actually need to go in and like make sprites myself. Okay, I think we can figure out how we're going to make this tileable. Does this look pretty okay? This looks pretty okay. Then this could go here. This one also needs to kind of has to be here. But I think but then it's part of the post. But this part definitely needs to be here. Newest Tornity. Who? Maybe because the one Bori I have now is it like we could like do this. That thing's gonna be weird. But I think what we actually realistically will be doing is moving this one entirely up. And then we have one row that is like empty. And then we can have one row that is more like the sign is here. So then we can still play around with like everything else. Okay. These two can go here definitely. Oh, it automatically makes the color palette. That's right. I am so bad at Aseprite. I did pick it up on sale. I think the last winter sale. And I'm going to give a copy to Thomas on the summer sale. But like all of the shortcuts... Wait, no Skyrim music? I think it's just too quiet. I have no idea how the volume is, but there is Skyrim music for me at least. Actually, this looks way more tileable now. Because we have then one tile that is just empty. So we have one pixel border. So what's the 16 by 16? Yes. Yeah, so we need to have this is one with the post included in the 16 by 16 tile, because this top part. These two tiles should be the same. And then these should just figure around. And then we need to make a tile. Like, how do we do? Sticky. Something like this, where it could just repeat infinitely. So, like, am I able to fit this in a single 16 by 16? What if we do this? And we put it like on the half. Sovereign plays games. Hey Marnix, I'm a web developer trying to become a game dev, and Bite Me Games is a huge inspiration. Thanks for... Oh, I thought there was a question. Thank you very much. Sovereign Games Play. If we have this here, or maybe like here, would this be tileable? I guess to make it tileable, we just need to copy this rope. We can just this. Draw the 2 lines. And then we do the same thing. But slicing this with like the middle. Wait, could we do this? I think I can just test this out for myself. This up 1. And then we copy this. I don't have the bottom part, right? What would it ideally be? 3D 100%. So basically, I feel like this has to be a single tile. And then we just have one tile where it's kind of like, fuck it, it's longer. I think if we want this to be somewhat doable. Because otherwise, like we have 2 at the top. Because otherwise it's never going to connect well with this, I feel. However, we could, let's just big tile this, slice this. Probably there's a better way to do this, right? Like now it would have a lot of posts and then one not really here. Or we just say fuck it. But that's not gonna be good either. Hey, what's up, Cake Hug? I'm just suffering. But the problem is this one is 1 tile too tall. So what we could do, move this one lower. Still 2 tiles too tall. And we could technically like try to move this entire thing down. But that's also going to look bad. Like, I think realistically we'd need something like this. Where it will be like in the middle. It just will not be nicely tileable then. That's the problem. Because then... what would this look like? Like 3 tiles down. It would be more dense. How do we make this less dense? Just if we move, always go down together. So what we could do, if we could cut off 1 pixel height from this, like this, make it a smaller post. It should give more spacing. Maybe like this then. I think this is the best we're gonna get, because this part looks better than the long rope, yeah. I think we would do something like this. Is this equal? 1, 2, 3. Oh, this needs to go up 1 more. It would end up looking like this, but it would technically be tileable. Am I permabanned from your Discord? Honestly, I haven't responded yet. I saw your message like 2 in the morning. I think kind of, yeah. Because I think you've bullied William a bit too hard. And like, whatever you do to me, I don't care. But the moment you're making like the other members of my team who do at the end need to work for me and like not hate their fucking life, If you make them hate their fucking life, and even if you might be like, oh, he's such a pussy. I don't know, man. What can I do about it? I did want to refund your Patreon, but I couldn't find you on Patreon anymore for some reason. I don't know if you like already had like nuked your account or something. Because if I ban people, like not I, but like if we ban people in general, patrons as well, I do think like you probably don't want you probably do want to like end ties with Bite Me. But like if I just looked up like individual or like Kex, there's like nothing. It's like you never existed. I have no idea why. But yeah. If you want, I think you can also on Patreon, I think this is a thing now. Where is it? Port. I think it's under audience actually. Here under refunds. You should be able as a Patreon member to request refunds as well. If you do that, I'm gonna just accept it. Don't worry about that. Yeah. I think. No, right? Is this gonna work? So could I technically... Oh, man, I hate my life. Let's sprite canvas size. Increase this another 96. Right. 96. This. So I should be able... Okay, let's pretend we're slicing this even more. We go up. Like this. And then this is the sliced tile. Should be able to just drop this in. Okay. I think we're Gucci in this regard. That this tile just has like two variants, one with rope, one without rope. That's easy. But then we just fill in the blanks. Great. Let's make some wood. Although I feel like the wooden planks shouldn't be too hard. I think I can just do like this. I guess we're gonna start with like row. Each row is what, 2 pixels or something. 1, 2, 3, yeah. 3, 3, 3. There should probably be a better way to do this. I'm just dragging some lines. Seems like we usually have some planks. Is what if I will do like half here, half. Why are you in a suit? Because it's a work day. Gotta work. Now I should be able to fill. Oh, and then I should make a second variant actually. But it should be easy. Of this top row. Lua would bully everyone. Yeah, Lua, same thing. Lua also did get banned, but also she was a Patreon. And it's like, okay, look. I banned you. I don't want your money because it's a dick move, I think, to ban someone who gave your money. But on the other hand, giving us money doesn't mean you can just not be a fit. Oh, this needs to be taller. Fuck my life. No, it doesn't. Because these poles can fit. I just need to figure out a way. Ah, yeah, because it's not the exact same. But this is going to be a pole here in the middle. I think we can take this here. Someone's better love me so much after I've done all of this shit for him. I think something like this. But this is like the variant. Hey Stefan, how's it going? Or if the sign is lower. Oh, but if the sign is lower, I technically should make another. Oh my god, I hate my fucking Chungus life. Shouldn't say that. That's such a stupid thing to say. But like, technically, if I want to do this right, I should move this to like a separate 2x2. I think it's 2x2, right? Is it? Ah, it's not 2x2. Ah, that like you can kind of just put this on top wherever you want. And this way I can also make the sliceable area a lot smaller. I'm gonna do that. Let's make this wider. You do like, oh, I can do this plus like 64, 48, fine. Okay. But this sign goes here. Like here. And then this one also actually can go entirely. And then I can make this sliceable area a lot smaller as well, because this is just like an extra sprite you can throw on top of what we already have. But this tile can go. There's something wrong with my tiling. What's wrong with my tiling? Yes. Because I thought my logic made sense, but now I look at it. So this is one tile. Ah, this is the dense part, because I can't put this here without the overlap. I didn't know you could do plus 12. I knew you can do it in Unity, so I was like, let's just try it here, and it seems like it does work. So this morning? Yeah, it's a Monday. How goes the Pixel and Arting? It was pretty miserable. Because like the problem is also like I have like Giga Aphantasia as like my. This is why I struggle so much with like art as well. You know, like the. This is why I do like Aphantasia charts. It's like the picture an apple. Open. Can I just open this image? God, give me it big. This one. It's like, oh, picture an apple. And I am like squarely in like the number 5. Oh my god, you can do it in Unity too. Yep, you can do a lot of cool stuff in Unity. Hyper fantastic. Yeah. I think doing art is so much easier, is my guess, if you're on this side of the spectrum than if you're on the... Like, if I try really hard, I could maybe come up with this, but for most of the time, it's just this. Which is a bit of a struggle. If you're wanting to, like... I'm trying to, like, imagine... Isn't it, like, super rare? I don't know, but I just can't imagine stuff. I think my dreams, I don't see, but I feel. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, I know what's happening, but I don't really see what's happening in my dreams. So I need to get back to making my tiling thing work, because it seems like otherwise I am fucked. People got black and white dreams back in the day. Put 3 down. And then 3 down. So then I think it's fine, right? Because you can just insert. You can tile this, and this is the ending one. People are hyper fantastic. That so sounds very nice to be able to just imagine shit. I think we can make this work. Thomas can make this work anyway. But okay, that does mean that we do need this by 2. So wait, could we just get rid of these? Kinda? And would it still match? Or did I fuck that up? This wouldn't match anymore, so it's a no-go, no bueno. I think we really need to make this 5 by 5. Just one pole in the middle. And then have tiles that... yeah, I think it's going to be like this. And then we're just going to have the long rope. Both sides, which is kind of unfortunate because I think it's going to look less ideal. I think it'll still be fine, whatever. At the end of the day, it's not super often we are going to utilize this. I reckon hyperphantasia makes fictional writing easier for sure. Like, how I try to imagine stuff is I feel like what someone with really bad eyesight tries to do when they're trying to like squint and see what something is. Of like, I feel sometimes like I can get close, but I never truly can. But like also when I do read like books, for example, like imagining like a scene gets described and I can like rationally process how it gets described and like, oh, maybe it could look like this. But I cannot actually like bring up to my mind of like what this person or like this thing would actually look like. Can you rotate an object? No, because I can't bring anything up in my head to begin with. That's the problem. That's the no image available thing that I have. Okay. So let's just copy these two. Which chat has more fun things? I don't know what you mean. But what we should be able to do later is just like put this kind of wherever we want on the thing. Hard to imagine having no image. Yeah, I don't know. It's just what you're used to. I assume that's okay, let's make these planks. Oh, but these planks need to be tileable as well, I just realized. So I can't just randomly draw lines. I kind of just need to have one single plank that I can stretch over. The benefit is then that I don't need to make all of these. Or like at least like middle row and top row. These 6 should all be the exact same plank. 6. So let's just draw. Which is already immediately an issue. No, it's not. Okay. Let's just try. Okay, so I'll do one here and here. One here. One here. So technically, I can now take this tile. Ah, doesn't sync up there. But like, put it everywhere. Hey, D. Stefan H. Just rewire your brains, guys. I'm gonna lobotomize myself live on stream. Why does this wood look different? It's way too close. I see why. Okay. But if I don't do it like close, how the fuck do you make this tileable? It needs to be more dense. Or go like this? No. Still fucked. So now we get one giant uninterrupted plank. Still here. It's always going to be repeating every 16. Unless I make 2 plank variants and then I expand it based on those. Which is, I guess, what we're going to have to try. Oh. Let's at least try to make it tileable in the top. Now to do it tileable in the top, I'm gonna have to do this. This needs to be offset by 1. Well, that shouldn't be 2. Fine. Good night, Triada. Why does bro stream during the most ungodly of hours? I don't know, 7 or 8 in the morning is a very normal hour to live stream, right? I mean, honestly, no. Yesterday I was like, we were having dinner, my wife's parents, and they're like, so what does a day in the life of you really look like mornings? And I'm like, oh yeah, I wake up at 5:30 and then I start the live stream at 7:15. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean you live stream at 7:15 in the morning? We're still waking up at that. And they are like people who normally wake up. Oh, my guy's not in Europe. Yeah, I'm not. Based on the fact that there is sun, you should be. Oh, the Dutch accent, you have just severely insulted me, and unfortunately, I am going to have to ban you. It's been nice knowing you. But we don't take that slander. I like the fact that it's the accent. It's not the fact that the sun is blaring outside that makes you think I'm in Europe. It's 7 in USA, better than your other streams for me. Yeah, for you, definitely. I think we can generally just do this. Top tiles? Good. I realize I moved them the wrong fucking direction. Oh. Because now it's still not going to tile well. Because now we have a 1-tick plank. I should have moved them down instead of up. So basically, like, all of this should have been moved 2 tiles down. And then this should be deleted. And then we should work based on this. Which means that there would be a plank line here, which might look a bit weird, actually. Which is live. Here. You guys entertained? But now at least, if I take this tile here, it should fit pretty perfectly. But with the suit, you're going somewhere? No. Actually, yeah, I'm going to visit your mom later, Ursi. Finally can see what a real man looks like. Watch Ursi hit me now with that. My mom died 10 years ago in a car accident, tragically. I'm out, but anyone is welcome to join my server. Yeah, I assume that's it, basically. It's unfortunate, you know. Charlotte had a potential thing, but I think, unfortunately, I have to stand by my team. I'm always going to have to choose my team over my viewers. I hope you can understand that, Kex. Maybe one day if I drop by to Boston, although I'm not going to GodoCon. We can hash things out, but I hope you understand where I come from as well. One day, game devs will have impeccable social skills. Today just isn't that day. Oh, it wasn't today, but... Let's do it. Tornity is going to GodoCon. He's gonna give a talk there. Has it been announced yet? Featured speakers, I think. Yeah, here. Making gameplay moments take by Corey Darby. What the fuck is this website? This is the most, like, 2008 feeling site. Oh, Mrs. is there as well. I don't know who Clay is. I thought GodoCon was a meme. No, it was there last year. I think last year, or maybe even already 2 years ago. Where's he talking? Will you co-stream morning? No. They don't even know who I am, GodoCon. Why would I stream GodoCon? Play John is graphics programmer? Yeah. I don't think there's much for me to do at GodoCon. White Me is going to Godot. We're not. What are tickets even priced? I know. What are their tickets? It's relatively okay priced, I guess. Especially for US. Like, if you can afford going to Boston, the $150 ticket is not gonna be the biggest cost. I remember when I went to Boston, holy shit, I was unprepared for how expensive the United States was. And this was on my Cisco salary still. Where I was like, oh, fuck this shit. Also, I went during like the graduation week of like Harvard and MIT. But even then, I was not prepared. I did like it. Don't get me wrong. I liked Boston. Would I go back? Probably, if I could, but it's just so fucking stupid expensive. When am I arting? Yes, we need to make this sprite tileable. but it's not really designed to be tileable, so I need to completely rejig it. But we should be able to take this, and then I think we can take like this style and put it here, and I think that looks pretty good. The game dev maxing is going good, Sigma man skibidi. Can you tile them on 2 layers? I don't know what 2 layers means. Maybe. Can I tile this one actually? Would be nice. Big tile. The full tile. Put it here. Seems to work. It's the only one I need to watch out for that's like custom is this tile. But at this point we can up, build this up. Two. Here. Yeah, this looks pretty okay. Ground being 1 layer. If we come. Oh, I get what you mean. I don't know. Are you planning on self-publishing all your games? Yeah, I am. For quite some time at least. When did I go to the US? I think 2022? Been a while. I think Bite Me wasn't really that serious yet. Oh, here. It was... Yeah, 22nd of May 2022. Because I went to... How do I not... Is this only pictures of... 1 second. Go Boston. My favorite activity from Boston. Go and look at the warships. This is honestly one of like... I wouldn't say like I'm a military nut, but whenever I go somewhere and they have a warship museum, I go to that shit. That's the downside of Japan. Because of the Second World War and the fact that they lost, they kind of had to disassemble a lot of their, well, ships and naval fleet. So they have less museums. I think that's the one thing why I would love to go to the US is because they just have so many, like, ship museums, basically. Because I also went to this one. Forgot the name of this. This is like technically an active service military ship. Like, you can join the US Navy and they're gonna send you here. And you have to crew this ship. But yeah. Anyway, it was 3 years ago. I think that was also the USS Constitution. Indeed, that's the one. I started to understand why you wanted to make an incremental game about boats. Yeah, because also, like I went to Hiroshima as well. But honestly, I thought Hiroshima was kind of, I don't know. I had seen, like, so Hiroshima is here. And I was like, cool, but I had seen it in one day. So I took the train to Kure instead. And then in Kure, they have the Kure submarine. The Self-Defense Force Kure Museum. So you can go like inside of the big submarine. This was like, me also like, I don't want to go and spend more time in Hiroshima. I want to look at the big ships. And then also, they have the Yamato Museum. Which is like with the giant like boats. I really enjoyed this one as well. And then also, oh god damn it. On Valentine's Day with my wife, we went to this was kind of not intentional, but suddenly we just found ourselves there. Here, Maizuru? Yes. We also found ourselves at some random. I was like the first foreigner they had seen in like years, basically. Oh, you could go on the ship? I couldn't go on the ship. But like you could take a harbor tour where you're like on a boat and you just go past all of the Japanese warships as well. So that is like the one thing I have, I guess, a little bit of a tism for. Is just if there is a warship, I want to look at the warship. I just found one critical issue with my tiling. I'm fluent in Japanese, not at all. Yeah. I think I've also, they had Pederskram in Copenhagen. Was also like, this was in the middle of, like, it was the first day they were open again after COVID. And I was here. I was on the boat. Once again, they were like, why the fuck are you here? It was like cold, rainy, and miserable. And it's like a 30-minute walk to get there. But I was like, I want to see the fucking ship. There's a pretty neat battleship museum in North Carolina. I'm gonna sound like a buffoon, but is there water in North Carolina? I thought it was like central US. So anyways, with this one, this style does not have... I think I should move this one basically, one tile over. Like here. So it's like this. Yeah, this looks better. North Carolina is on the coast, bro. This is the like meme. Because it's north. And what's north? Okay. Oh, it's here. Oh, my brain put it like here somewhere. Like around the Chicago area. This is like the meme of like point at something on the map. Like Americans try to find other countries. That's me now. Okay. Now we just extend these. Did Kex submit a... Seems like... And they call us American. Were you thinking North Dakota? Maybe? North Dakota, is that Pacific Northwest? Yeah, I think this is what I was thinking about. And I'm like, why is there a warship museum here? There's no sea. But now it all makes sense. Okay. Imagine if there was one. It's like the Mongolian Navy. I think it's Mongolia. Mongolia has like I do have Belgium's foreign supply. Oh well. If I remember correctly, yeah, this is the one boat navy for Mongolia. They're a landlocked country, but they have one naval boat because they have like one lake. Yeah. So that's why, you know, you'd never be surprised. United States, if they could put some military ships somewhere, they would do it probably. Okay. This is starting to look honestly pretty okay. And then you can just put this sign wherever you want, basically. And then we're all Gucci. All we now need to do is extend. First of all, fix these planks. Right. Yeah, I feel like this stream is like 90% Americans based on like the time we stream. Okay. 1% South African. Oh yeah, so why did I go to South Africa to eat zebra, right? That was the... I mean, I didn't go there just to eat zebra, don't get me wrong. In Belgium, or like I guess in Christian countries, there's this idea... Oh, this needs to be tileable as well. I'm gonna... hell. So to make this tileable, once again, these lines should remain the same. Not like tileable, but like... I need to keep these in mind. Give me a second, guys. Like these two tiles... No, shouldn't be the same. These can be tileable. When did I come to South Africa? In 2012. So generally, Christian countries, they do like communion. I think at like 12 years. First communion? Yeah. I don't think it's first communion. Second communion. I think it's this one. And my parents, they were like epic Reddit atheists before Reddit existed. So I wasn't raised Christian. And they also were like, we're not going to send you to communion. Which is like kind of like a big party. And then like, you know, you as the parents, you host like a party for communion. You invite like all of your friends and whatever. And they're like, what if we take the money we would have spent on like the communion thing? This is not it, I feel. I was just going to look it up in Dutch. Oh, it's called different? I'm not sure anymore. Look. And they're like, for the same amount of money, we can go to South Africa for 3 weeks on like a group tour. And I mean, I was 12. What am I going to say? They were just like, we have decided. So I went to South Africa for a 3-week tour when I was 12. And then at some point, this was also like, it's been 14 years ago. At some point, we went to like a segregated steakhouse. Because I remember the guide was black, dark skin tone. I don't know the correct thing to say. So we flew from, we basically did like a road tour from Johannesburg to Durban. And then we went through, I think, Lesotho, Bloemfontein, and then all the way to Kaapstad, Cape Town. And then I think it was in Durban. He was like, yeah, this is a very nice place. I can't go with you guys, but you should go and enjoy it. And then I think my dad also ate like crocodile. It was a very nice trip. And I think back then it was probably like only Johannesburg. Back then they were already like, do not leave the hotel. Just don't. You're gonna get stabbed, killed, and shot. Hopefully in that order. My parents spent communion money on furniture. Yeah. Ireland, an island only has one naval ship. Really? That's funny. But yeah. So these two should be tileable technically. Durban has changed towards it directly. Oh, Durban was like really nice, I remember. No logic here. It's like if I was gonna get married, I would spend X amount of money. Spend the money on a world trip, maybe. And that's also like when I was 16, my dad was also like, I don't know what you usually do for like 16. I think it was just like my graduation gift. We went on a road trip throughout the US for like also like 3 weeks, and then we also did Iceland, which I also really. Honestly, again, Iceland is like insanely expensive, but it was a very nice trip. I mean, my dad paid for it, so thank you, Dad. But the benefit was, if Dad paid, I didn't need to think about how expensive the US was. I mean, back then I think it was a lot cheaper because that was 2016. Is this like too even? If you're not Christian, you don't have to spend any money on communion. Yeah, you don't. But I think it's also social pressure of like explaining to your kids, hey, all of these other kids are getting like bicycles and other cool gifts, because I was like one of I think there were 4 kids in my class who didn't do the communion. And then everyone else is like talking about how they get the cool shit and all of the gifts and money. And then you as the parent need to try to rationalize to the 12-year-old kid, yeah, you're not getting anything. I think that's also something you need to keep in mind, build and roll. It's not just like if you try to be like, you're right. It's like we could also just not use that money on anything. But try and explain that to your 12-year-old kids. Maybe in Poland. This kind of looks wonky though, I feel. Because this has shadow. That's. Did I bring the shadow throughout? Spend it on Hawaii? I feel like Hawaii is once again stupid. I think back then it was pretty religious country. Or like it was just normal. Like it's same thing with like getting married for the church. It's also like, even if you're not really religious in Belgium, you kind of still get married in front of the church. Because it's just also what your parents will probably like try to pressure you into. How do they do the fucking planks? They just do it like straight lines? But that's too boring, I feel. I think we'll just do it like this, and then we'll add shadow ourselves. I think that's the solution. Let's do a new layer. It's white. Okay, so now I can see the shadow. This is what I wanted. Drag this through. Delete. Delete. I don't know. It's the Stardew Valley-like game indeed. Always. Maybe, yeah. Top 3 places you've been. Number 1, Japan. I don't know. Who would have guessed? I think that's number 1. I think number 2 would be like US, but I need to specify where in the US. I think I know where in the US. My number 1 favorite place. I don't know why. I just enjoyed it so much for some reason. It's somewhere here. Oh, it's here. I think the place I enjoyed the most when I went through the US is Flagstaff, Arizona. There's not much to do, but we camped like around here for like 6 days or something, and I just loved it for some reason. It had like perfect weather because it's like Arizona, but it's not like Tucson or Phoenix where it's just 40 degrees and you kill like 110 Fahrenheit and you want to die. It has like nice trees, it has nice nature. I think Flagstaff was one of the places where I'm like, you know, I understand why people have like the porch with the rocking chair at the front and yell at the kids. I had that like moment in Flagstaff. Maybe second off would be like Colorado, a little bit less. I stayed in like Alamosa? No. Somewhere in like this area. Oh. Yuga Gotuko. I don't know. It's pretty hard to visit studios. Flagstaff is the best in Arizona. Yeah. That would be number 2. Number 3 place I went to would probably be Denmark. One of my favorite places is... Oof. I like this island as well. It's a little bit too touristy now because this is the only place in Denmark that has like mountains. Møns Klint. It's very nice. Like the island in general is very nice. I like Denmark. Also like Jutland, like this area. 3 summers in a row, I just packed my shit up in my car and just drove to Denmark from Belgium. Go boom, boom, boom. And then in my car, just go like camping and chill. That was very good life as well. Going from Flagstaff down to the valley. Yeah, I remember I was so surprised when I first drove into Flagstaff because I was like, wait, I'm in Arizona, but there's trees? I thought there were just no trees in Arizona. So I think those would be my top 3 places that I enjoy the most. Japan, I mean, yeah, kind of just like Osaka area. Flagstaff number 2, Denmark number 3. There's Bob. What's my favorite ship era? I think as modern as I can find them. I don't like old ships. But the problem is the active ships. Well, they're not gonna make them museums because they're still active. Now we need to make this shit down. The Dona. But this is like Mesa, right? It is very cool. It reminds me, I want to go here. Now that I live in Asia, it's easier to go to China. And I want to go to the Kung Fu Panda area. Changjiajie. Something like this. Because like going to China from Belgium is giga fucked. But like this looks so cool as well. To go here. I look up like Kung Fu Panda. I think this was yeah, this is what like Kung Fu Panda was based on as well for a lot of their areas. Foreigners biking through China. You mean you've watched Tip to Tip, I guess. Is that in South China? I'm not sure actually anymore. I think it's I'm not sure. No, Northwest Yunnan. Yeah. It's kind of center, it seems. Here. And Shanghai is here, Beijing is here. So, yeah, it's basically smack dab in the middle of China almost. So, like, going there from Europe is kind of a pain because you need to fly to, like, a tier 2 city, which is always one stop at least. And then from there, that's the middle of South China. Yeah. I need to draw the lines. I'm so fucked otherwise. Something to work off. Okay. Oh, wait. Tell me I'm... No, I'm not. Okay. You can copy the half and you flip it. That's honestly such a genius idea. Stupid. This? Edit. Flip horizontal. Boom. Oh, that was easy. Why did I not think of that? Why didn't you tell me earlier? It's one too long though. I think there's something wrong with my opacity though. This is like gray. I'm gonna have to figure this out another. Select the whole right side. Oh my god, I can do that. Stupid. I can literally just do this. Flip it horizontally. Align it like this. Just like the wooden planks are a little bit offset. Fine. Like this. And that's it. Oh my god. The code out. How did you improve at Pixart? I'm not good at it. I don't think I improved at it. Oh, I need to clean it. How is this one done? I think I can just pop apart. Okay. I want to take a quick break. Oh, I'm also gonna do a new layer for a second. This, paste it over here so that this way normally now it can look like this is like kind of what it's supposed to look like then. I'm gonna go take a quick break in the washroom and I'll be back. How's it going, everybody? We're back. Did everybody leave? They didn't. Perfect. Okay. Get rid of this. We're gonna move this away. Pro mode activated. So the one thing that I do still want to clean up is the shadows. I think is completely fucked. Need the side shadows because they look like white. I think it's something with the eyedropper. They kind of messed up. Going to no, not do that. Come on. Just gonna delete all of these. And then we'll draw them again, knowing that they're going to be a uniform color. Oh, actually, they have the pre-made thing here. I think I should have just used that one. Instead of trying to just eyedrop it myself. Let's just do everywhere. This is an easy one. Bottom line. Yeah, I can with the magic wand. I need to disable contiguous because it's the same. Photoshop. Okay, perfect. Gotta Dakota once again. Now we just take this. Let's keep the white background just so it's a bit see. L. Drag this across. Think like having it overlap. And then go like this. Perfect. And if we take a look now, should there be? Yes, construction. Non-point lie in. Why are you suited up? Because it's a work day. Don't you take your work seriously? By 16. On first glance, this does look fine. Good enough, I would say. Technically, I could put them more. I think you have opacity on the shadow. I wanted opacity on the shadow. Okay. And then Thomas can figure out what the fuck he wants to do. The rest of it, I am going to take a few grids. Can I see like grid lines? Show. It's okay. I need to send this to Thomas so he knows. Bye. Going to mark this as a. This is a bad comp. This is also a. A. But this is how we can do the tiling. Can be C. C. I don't know if he can figure this out. He can probably figure this out. I just want him to know like that he can do stuff with tiling. That like designed. Well, okay. He should be happy now. Here's a clam. I know I did move it. This is just the original one still. There was something else I needed to do as well. That I forgot. That shouldn't be too hard though. Exterior. Oh. Barn. Tile set. Modular. Okay. So we have a bunch of tiles. Oh, I closed my Ace. And a big problem, you can actually, you'll be able to see that it's already been fixed, but I can show it up on the Steam page because it uses old screenshots. Island. In beta mode. These haven't been updated in a while, but basically one problem why I thought this looked so ass is you see these screenshots, like there's no real water connection here. Because this is kind of, there is no good tile from like this terrain into the water directly. You can also see it here a little bit with like these stones. These are more designed for multi-layers of land on top of land, but not land on top of water. So it has like these quirks. The sea is fine, but like it's designed kind of more to be like this, on like ground, and then it looks fine. You don't see it. But yeah, this is not good. So what I've done, or so you can see it's been fixed now. Here, it looks a lot nicer, and then not really here yet. I think here, oh yeah, because you get this thing then. This was a problem that I thought he was going to fix, he said. Like I fixed it for this, but because it is using the same tile as you would use to stack on yourself, it's like there's water here, which shouldn't be there. So we're going to edit some of the sprites. I think I did it in like one of the seasons. I think it's in the spring one. I'll set Gross Cliff Spring. So kind of like I took this and assumed like, oh, there's not going to be any height. But then here, this is the one that we use right now in like the mountain area. And then I added these 3 tiles. So what I need to do now is make more variants. For example, for the deep forest. But it has this, he just needs to implement this. Is different. For the this is fine for the different seasons because we have like Tacit Cliff Summer. This one has it. And then Winter doesn't have it. Winter doesn't seem to have anything related to. No. This is just a grass. This is fine. I'm actually not sure which ones he then needs. I'll set grass water. Oh, we have this. Is this stupid? Did you not know we had this? I'll set grass waterfall. My God, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna beat him, I think. I think we don't need to do it. I think we may need to ask him for information. Because we have fall. I guess he wants me to make a variant of like this, for example. I can do that. These three. I think I can just take these. Put it kind of here. It's like, need this a little bit more varied. Where's the white shirt? I'm wearing a white shirt. Just not the shirt you're looking for. That's in another cost. Okay. This one has it. This one will probably need it as well. Oh, it's control tilde, right? No, it's not. Go. Oh. Control and why did I do this corner? And then nothing else. Okay. Should be like this. I did not copy this correctly. Can you hear this? What do you mean, can I hear this? Mike MYP4X. I don't know what you mean, can you hear this? Is cross here? Yes, cross here. We'll add cross for this one as well. So he's happy. Because he has some giga cursed shit. Like, kind of what I also don't like is just how much more hoops you need to go through to make something in like pixel arts. Like, you need like all of the rule tiles and all of that shit. And that just makes me want to cry, the rule tiles, honestly. He says it's easy. I think also just because he understands it a lot better than me. But like, I tried to figure out what he wanted me to do, like the rule tile stuff, and I just couldn't. I was just like, no, we're not doing this. A little bit more. Okay. This one, I guess we need to give. But then on the other hand, like stuff like this, which is like, this is pretty chill and easy work for me. Rule tile is fun. Making all the rules for the rule styles, not fun. Yeah, indeed. Like, I looked at it. I'm like, nope, we're not doing this. I'm just going to be like, Thomas, I made the sprites. You can do the rest. Good fucking luck. Don't ever talk to me again. Oh, I made a mistake here, it seems. to fix this. Shouldn't be a hard fix, but whereas like with M198, I just drag UI and it works. It just works. Easy. Or like treat. Oh. Well, I hope you guys are working hard on your games as well. I think the only one that's missing is Winter, but I think I just need to look because on Winter we're doing some different stuff with the ice, water. Oh wait, I think I can change season actually pretty soon. I don't know what set CH is. Time? Let's take a look. The water picks on the left is not blind. You mean it's a little jumpy thing? I think the jumpy thing is fine. Well, I think I'm just gonna. Otherwise it might look, it's on the corners. I don't think you guys can hear the beautiful music. So, I guess you can kind of. This is what it looks like with the dot, but like the fact that it like kind of goes up isn't. Oh, we have the money here now. Added it. Nice. Did I want to look up? Oh, time advanced season. Fall. Yeah, so fall is still the old one. But this one we have now provided the sprites for. Winter has like ice. Solid color ice. And then there's still a fish. That dude is hammering through all the units. He never quits. Never back down, never what? So I need to find frozen water ground. Okay. Work from. So here gonna be these 3 sprites. Oh, I can actually just use this basically. I think how I'm going to do this to get the shape is I'm just gonna copy this. Copy only ice. Actually, I think I want to keep this bluish line. I think it makes more sense to give it like a little bit of depth. Maybe it's weird, I don't know. Here, this section. Here. The only one for winter. I assume we'll have to do the same for these. And then we're one step closer again to screenshotable. Can we like gift magic won't include? Kinda. No, we could copy and we can paste this here. Okay. Okay. I think this should be everything Thomas needs. If not, I'll hear it. If a sprite can close, then let's change us. Do I have main menu changes? I think I'm gonna commit these. New tiles for construction. It's been almost 2 hours, and what have we made? We have made one sprite, basically. God damn it, this went slower than expected. Oh well. I think the next thing I'm gonna do, because I have 2 more things on my list. The sprites for Thomas. X, we've done this. One sprite is better than no sprite, yeah. I mean, it's technically more than one sprite, but like Thomas can go further. One other thing I need to do, for example, later is like making like these bridges. Because right now it's just like rocks. These are supposed to be like kind of broken bridges or something. Same thing here. And then here. I don't want to deal with that for now. Is Thomas the artist? No. Neither of us are the artists. We're using itch.io asset pack. I think it's always going to be one of the top ones. Can I find it? Actually, not one of the top ones now, surprisingly. Huh. Okay. My library. This one. Tiny Farm RP. You find it easier to make 2D games versus 3D? 3D, 100%. Also, like pixel art UI versus regular 2D UI. Worlds of difference. Way more nice and fun to work with. More like raster. Not like raster, it's not the right term, but like non-pixel art UI than it is to work with pixel art UI. But at this point, we're like, we can see this project through. So like, so be it. But this is like the asset we use. And then I think in like a recent update, see it? Like this is like one giant asset pack and then they keep adding new stuff. And but not perfect the way everything is laid out. It's pretty solid. Yeah, we bought this 204 days ago. So this game has been in development for 204 days, basically. 70 sub-biters. Oh, you're banned. Ah. Right as I say it, Streamlabs already came in. Beautiful. I thought the bot didn't work, but luckily it did. Beautiful. Social credit -1. With asset packs, didn't you find it hard to meet the vision? No, because we saw the asset pack and then the vision came. It's not like we have the vision and then we can't find the asset pack, then we don't start. Basically. We did it! We fucking did it! Finally! Oh my god. It's gonna last 1 day, probably. but we hit overall reviews mostly positive. Mixed is still at 69%, but we recovered. We're no longer blue. Swag 70%, yeah. Do we see like, do we get more money? It will alert the haters? Yeah, definitely. Holy shit. I don't know if it's by chance, but this is the best day we've had so far, by far. Like normally we're at like $300 a day. Like weekly average is like 280. And we're sitting at 430 now. Maybe, just maybe, this was it. Because it's all MO98. It's all this one. Well, we're eating good today, boys. I was actually wondering, how much have we earned in the last year? Almost 100,000. We're not really a $100,000 studio yet. This graph is so stupid. Could you tell we've released games? You just can't, because we made so much. I don't know why your Bytemer. I think it's only if you say Bytemers instead of Bytemer that it kills you. I can fix it though. I think Bytemer should kill you. No? Yeah. Correct term is biters. Cloudbot. Word protection. Blacklist. Add words. Bytemer. Can I not ignore this? Okay, you get a 5. Okay, perfect. $100K studio next week. Yeah, I mean, technically, like, lifetime, we're already way past 100K. Did you see that Reddit post about your video? The one where they didn't really talk about me? Maybe. I don't really look at, like, indie dev. I think you're talking about this one, right? You can no longer buy your way into Steam Populars upcoming. Is this a bad thing? But like nowhere here does it really talk about like me. It's just like a snip from this video. And another pussy. Abolish the DNC. What is that? What's the DNC? This is some American thing. DNC. DNC United States. This Democratic National Committee. Why do I feel like if you're the moderator of a thing called Abolish the DNC, we probably aren't going to be friends? I don't know why. Do I want people who are moderators on those discords to be biters? I don't know. I can't live with them. Oh well. But yeah. I don't think it's really about us. Like this post. It's just like, oh yeah, we have this guy's. Oh, this is you, right, Dakota? I think this is you. It's fighting for me. Also, I looked at this guy's profile and he's a Dutch racist guy who likes fat women. Is what I determined from like his post and comment activity on like other things. And it's like, once again, if that's you, I don't really care what the fuck you think. So yeah. But yeah, this isn't really about us, this post. I assume this was the ones you talked about. And I think the problem with Reddit is also just the new indie meta is TikTok? No. Rocky Mullet is one of those weird guys where Rocky Mullet, he comments on a lot of our videos. And I think he's generally a nice guy, but he also does seem to kind of hate me. to a certain degree. Or like most of his comments are relatively critical. Not like critical enough that I'm like, you know what, fuck you, I'm gonna shadow ban you. But definitely that I do sometimes get the vibe of like, why do you keep watching me? Anyways. But yeah, it's not about me, this post. It just uses my face. And then instantly, this is the next thing we get. Yeah, Reddit is kind of not my target audience, is what I realized. People listening to viewpoints, they disagree with is good, I think. Maybe. Have any good videos come out? I didn't check my... Oh, speaking of Rocky Mullet, this is Rocky Mullet's game. I also hate how YouTube added this most relevant thing, and now I can't see like really what the like actual order of uploads is, because this is like 3 days ago. I don't want 3 days ago. LMAO, you caught me. I know you, Dakota. I know you. Oh, we're at like exactly 20,000 units. On the dot, 20,000 units in the last year. This is why we wear the suit. If you don't wear the suit, you don't get these numbers. Correlation, causation, guys. But yeah, I think the cool thing is still like, yeah, MO98 is the biggest part. But like the other games, this is still also like 14K or something. And this is what I was talking about with Gonzalo, for example, the Goragar X Room 713. If he had these three numbers as a solo dev living in some cheap-ass part of Spain, most recent year, not 90 days, 365 days, I'm sorry. It's all of our games. So MO98 is only at like 15,000 almost. Like for him, these numbers would be enough, basically, almost, to just like chill. Pixar is so hard. Yep, you know it, Lanka. I don't know why I was looking at this anymore. Oh, Service Pack 2. We were going to look at Service Pack 2 things to add. MO98. You're missing hidden insights. I don't know what hidden insights is. How in the flying flip? Oh, how we got it? Just make good games. I don't know. Okay, so this is kind of solved. UI clarity. I was looking at MO98 recently, but I couldn't run it. I hope it runs now. I don't know why. Lack of concept depth and gameplay loop repetitiveness. So in Service Pack 2, we kind of want to address these two things, definitely, to a certain degree. Take a look at some of the... this is always kind of shitty to do, of course, because nobody likes to see people talk about their game being ugly. Display recent first. Okay. It is a lot, easy to follow. This game gave me carpal tunnel. Oh, this is a viewer. I don't think it did. We have auto-clicker support. I don't know if there's much news on the calendar situation, because also I just don't... we don't have I don't have first-hand data is the problem also. Fewer hours content would be ideal. I don't know we can do that. More content would be good. Spending it too much would get tiresome. Service Pack, carpal tunnel, idler. There are dozens of us. First incremental game. Oh, he's a subscriber. Playing it on Linux, even though you guys do not support us. Buy it with a discount. I think that's fine. The in-game mascot told me to alt F4. This was one of our beautiful things. You get 1 gold coin as well, or like $1 if you do that. Need some balancing. Ad game is a slow slog. Yes. So, MO98 to do here. Service Pack 2 also ability to get both endings in a single save. This is going to be the big feature. Killer Durant, is this you? I feel like all of the negative reviews, because this is 18th of May, are non-English. It seems like most of the Negative reviews? No? This is like all recent. Okay, let's take a look at what Ark Kenshin has to say. I think this is Turkish. Open run. I mean, I don't care what anyone wants from Crusader Steam case. Yeah. You just want someone to cuddle you and be like, it's gonna be okay. The game is unbalanced. Prestige points you earn decrease every time. Barely get any. I think he's playing wrong. Because this should the opposite happens. Give me more negative. Now a bomb. What this means, it's not good. Okay, thank you very much. Good, thank you very much. Logo legal deme? I don't know what this is. This game is so cool. Shame it's so short. Gonna get myself to play it. Short but interesting distraction game. Balance could have used some more work. Gameplays around games. Minesweeper was great. Debugger could have been a game. Maybe mini games add to research. Have the estimated data. Update automatically every few seconds. Yeah, I think we can do that. Gameplay falls incredibly short. Brother, you've played this for 13 hours. None of the upgrades are particularly engaging. Okay. Bland. Under delivers. UI is not very consistent. Pixels, fonts, portions are not consistent. What do you mean? The font is okay, whatever. I think like one thing, but it's like this. I'm not fixing this now because it's just impossible. Is I did create this font. Let's see this probably. This font, as you can see, it's actually a little bit rounded. I made this an SDF font instead of a raster font, but I genuinely didn't know that there was a difference until basically last week. I realized that you can go to like Window, TextMesh Pro, and then Font Asset Creator, and then here we can give it. I don't know exactly which one we use it for, but like. Basically, you need to do like this and then give it like custom size. And then somewhere, yeah, render mode raster. And if you generate like font atlas, then it makes like an actual font that doesn't have these weird roundings. I didn't know this. I always just like right clicked on the font and then be like generate new TextMesh Pro font. Turns out that that shouldn't be done. So I do get it. I'm not changing it though, because changing the font is not something. It would break so many things, I think. Progress in unclear incremental explosion does not seem to happen, and there doesn't seem to be increasing money flow other than fixing bugs, which has limited effect in other ways. Require money, which you don't have. Upgrades and server expansions. Yes. So this problem, this is a big problem. He actually mentioned it, the cookie clicker problem. The problem we have with MMO98, and that's kind of the one worry we have with all of our games, or like especially with net profits as well, is in Cookie Clicker, you can always click the cookie. You can always click a mouse button and you get money. It doesn't matter, you're making like 1 million cookies a second, you can still click the mouse button and get more cookies. And we don't really have that as much. The closest thing is indeed the fixing bugs as like the cookie clicking. So it's kind of a problem that is hard to fix. We needed to rework the game design from the start. There were a few times where I tried to get like a cookie clicker manual clicking aspect into the game, but it just didn't make sense for the most part. One thing that I thought about, but I think it's kind of too boring. Let's see if I can actually run this. Because I had some errors recently. Yeah, I don't know why I get these pop-up like null references now. But this is pretty bad. I think I'm just going to reset my changes for MO9. Or just the one for main menu. Discord changes. Let's hope it runs now. I think there's something wrong with like the version that's committed or something. The game isn't finished. You cannot gather data. This isn't true. Fun, very fun. Okay, what? Okay. Let's do some more. There hasn't been any real progress. Okay, so too slow. This was May 10th. After 16 hours! Jesus fucking Christ. This is... Yeah. Oh well. Let's take a look at that one in a second. A slight quirky said MMO server. It's busy at first. Once you get hang with the new feature stop unlocking, it says until event. Perhaps due to the removal of the Minesweeper completion achievement, it seems that Steam achievements cannot be unlocked. This seems to be an issue, but should be a solvable one. So I am going to put this as a developer message after SP2. Please. Issue with achievements. Okay. Ironically, it's a clicker game that just makes me want to play an MMOs. Things wills down. Need for a while. Wipe your progress. First initial companies. AFK went back with $1 million. Okay, yeah, that's why you have 16 hours. Generate $15 million. After some main fixes. Actually, manage and create MMOs. That's then we have a management game. That I think, unfortunately, this is not the guy's game. Mixed reviews kind of kill the game sales. Yeah, that's what we saw as well. How does the reviewer have 31 gigs of RAM? I think it's just a rounding thing. I think it's the MB bytes versus megabytes, or like gigabytes versus GB bytes. GB? I don't know. Maybe it's potential for sequel. Oh, holy shit, people have also been commenting on this. Okay, people are roasting this guy. Okay, M1 is a good premise and nice visuals, but fails the gameplay parts. Whole gameplay loop gives me an uncanny valley equivalent of incremental games. This is what lots of decisions that people recognize as staples, but were made by someone who doesn't play incremental games. It's an incremental game that's not incremental nor engaging enough, and I don't think. Dashboard tab is cute, but mechanically useless. Number of servers you purchased, I think this number should be in the operations menu. When you enter the dashboard tab, there's no purpose in order to look at the screenshots. The server number is only useful for an achievement, nothing else. Inside the upgrades tab, you can find typical upgrade trees. Yes, nodebusters. Extremely boring. Oh, of course, but never know whether it feels rewarding for buying it. This guy has clearly not bought the automated debuggers. The debugger tab, main minigame. There's nothing of note actually happening. The world tab. This is too fucking long. Summarize this and give me a list of the developer by effort required to. This guy wrote a short story. No, he fought a fucking novella. Add a UI toaster notification badge. This already happens. If you have a milestone always has a 1x1 relationship. Maybe it's just not clear. Move the service purchase to purely a static dashboard tab to operations or world data. That doesn't make sense. You can hover over and then you have a tooltip as well. Establish concrete win conditions. Yeah, so you don't see the exact number. None of these are super, like, makes sense. Remove redundant, we're not doing that. Gameplay shifts, not changing the balance too much now. What are we working on today? We're working on, well, we did pixel art first. Now we're gonna plan out what we want for Service Pack 2 because I have a meeting with William in 6 hours where we're going to scope out Service Pack 2. What are we gonna add? Because we want to push it live before the Steam Summer Sale starts, which is in like almost 2 weeks. We just want to get it done on time. The Service Pack 2 ideally comes out a little bit before the Summer Sale. We can push that out, and then I think we have a good Summer Sale on our hands. Because we also have the artwork override planned, which I think looks pretty nice. I have more artwork overrides I need to make still, but like I want to promo art, theme, Service Pack. Like this would be the artwork override that we're planning with Service Pack 2. I really like the font here. I think this could give us a very good summer sale. Especially now that also we're at mostly positive. Infinite free loot box rerolls. Nah. Fix world tab visuals. Ensure server bars visibly respond. It's because it's supposed to be ping, not server load. I think none of these are like really super actionable, easy features. Active positive rewards instead of just preventing a negative status. You also, once again, get positive rewards. Variety to the grid layout? No. Automation options. Yeah, I think he just didn't... How long did he play the game? 5.2 hours. He should have reached those upgrades. I feel like this review ended up sounding really be spinners. Yeah. This game is filled with extremely bad design decisions, useless mechanics, numbers, upgrades, and overall boring to use gameplay. What do you mean you think it sounded up really mean-spirited? He likes Norman. I do like the way the dashboard looks. That's why it's frustrating. Vibes are good. I like the chat. I'm not sure we can like make this guy happy though. What do you mean the guy plays 50 hours of the demo itself? If you're autistic, you will like this. I don't know like that. I think this guy got it. This is a theme key. Oh, I don't know why. $2.5. It's good enough. What are we talking about? $2.5. Nothing new happens. 100%ing it. Okay, this sounds to be a good one. 1.1 hours. I feel like it may actually be just a playtime. Like he may have had an issue that he couldn't take a look. Concept of chat being relatively responsive. Lack of content. Gameplay loop. Studio. The game sells the idea of great studio. I think it would be a cool mechanic for creating games. I'm not sure what this means. Please, I don't know. It's a weird way to say it. People are just expecting incremental games to be sub $5. No, it's because of It's also because of games like Tower Wizard and Magic Archery. Magic Archery is free to play, and it's like one of the very, very good ones. Yeah, 8,000. Yeah, free to play, right? And then Tower Wizard is also like $3. There's like a category of incrementals that are like $3. I think also Fill Up the Hole is also like $3. And I think that's kind of thing, like the first big incremental games of like this wave were all extremely, extremely cheaply priced. Where now Knorp is $5.69. It's a little bit more expensive. Like this is like normal price. Vary the prestige sequel, expand game customization, more variety to cover art. We can do more cover art, probably. More cover art. Title generators or cosmetic choices during the creation phase. I don't know what else cosmetic choices. Target audience and genre, but then once again, yeah, Tower Wizard and Magic Archery were the same guy. Yeah, I'm not sure you can please these reviewers. They want a management game instead of an incremental. Yeah, so that's kind of a thing of like, I'm trying to figure out what you want. And that's also the thing that makes me the most scared for net profit, where it is once again kind of in the weird zone of incremental management game. And we kind of want to... I think at this point we've accepted it, and I think we're gonna just dive into it and be like, yeah, this is kind of more of an incremental management game. Do not be like a Notebuster like, basically. Do you think a cheaper price would have led to less negative reviews? I don't think so. I think the price is fine. Like... We could maybe, let me see actually, my Unity, am I going to be able to run the game now? No, I don't know why. I'm going to have to wait for William. I can't run this game. There's something wrong with something that didn't get committed or something. That failed, it seems. Right, yeah, because like, I don't have like, I can't interact with this for some reason. Yeah, it doesn't take any inputs, and then it disables them. I looked at it before as well. You have a bootstrap scene? We have a bootstrap scene, but the bootstrap scene sets up everything normally. I can start from bootstrap. But I don't think it would solve the problem. Actually, it does solve the problem. Stupid. Okay, anyways. All of you are a player. Okay. But like, for example, I don't have enough money. Like, I had some ideas. So, for example, one guy was like... but it might be kind of too bad. One idea people had was like, oh, you have the chat. What if you could moderate the chat? But I'm scared it's a bit too similar to the debugger. The idea I would have is that like people would type like, oh, XYZ player name is a cheater, or like XYZ is flying around or dropping names or whatever. And then you need to find him in this list. Kind of hard for you guys to see, of like the other names. And you can actually right click a chat message. And then there's like a little drop down that says like ban. And you can just ban the guy. And then like have that be like a separate mini game once again for like hype or something. I think that the worry is it feels like it might be too similar to the debugger of like you're doing the same thing over and over. I think it would be a very easy bonus feature, being to like right click on a chat message and then ban them. I think making it visually clear, or maybe even left click, honestly. I don't think it needs to be right click. That was one idea that I did have of like adding some interaction with chat, being able to give them I don't know, like using your magical admin powers to do something. One other thing, I don't know if this is actually an easy thing. I could see how it would look though. I think if I go to RPG Worlds, Art Manager, Characters, it's kind of fucked, but we'll see if we can. Which is one? Like, let's take this guy. This guy, we add a 3D object text mesh pro. It's just like Goblin Slayer XX69. Let's put it like 14. No, let's put it like 8. And then center, bottom. Like this. I do wonder if like seeing player names would be a cool feature to add as well. But I think you kind of lose. It's gonna be too busy, I think, to see like all of the usernames. Probably we need to do some billboarding as well, because now you can't see it at all. That was like one idea I had as well. Civ 7 negative review. I'm gonna put this on the list at least of ban from chat ? Kinda similar to debugger. But then the other question is, do I let like characters in chat just like type N-words? that's like another issue. Because I think like at the small scale, giving like player names would be funny. Oh, in the meantime, I'm gonna keep this running because actually, sequel. This is what I wanted. So we can develop a sequel round. And we do have space here where we could determine something of like genre or setting or whatever. But I don't want it to be like full-on management game. Because we have empty space here. Then estimated data. This is already written. Wait. This is crazy. We're not doing this. Bucked big scope. One-tenth of your hourly wage. Civ 7 was half of it. I played it less. Yeah. Oh yeah, maybe you are, and then like the muted thing, and then you have to ban them. That's better than the actual slurs in chat. Damn, how much you got paid? Yeah, I was thinking something the same. $60 an hour, I guess. That's not too bad. Subtle humble brag, yeah. Like, we could do something with the sequel, but I'm not sure what. It's like the game creation mechanic, but like allocating budgets. What the hell is the RR industry? RR industry. This is a company. Railroads. Ah, okay. Didn't know America had trains. Studio progression. Yeah, this is Game Dev Tycoon. We're not doing that. The bug fixing bottlenecks. Once again, we have this. Okay. Let's keep looking. Won't take too long to clear. 4 hours in, ended up at 10 hours. A game of all time, kind of like very shallow. Okay. You experience everything in 3 hours. 16 hours on record. Fantastic game at first, lost my interest past the 5-hour mark. Also barren. They have updates. More content and complexity. That's the problem. None of these things really... Ah, no, the ban more people from chat would be an extra feature. Just freight LOL. Yeah, I know. Anything else? Minutes. Developing an MMO. Are years or months going? Okay. I think that's kind of on purpose. Money other than waiting. Line of credit breaking your should be kind of an edge. Thematically it succeeds, mechanically it fails. Oh, someone responded on this. Straight to the point, thumbs up. It's not really a clicker slash idler. I guess the new Steam tags also fixed that. Oh, it no longer being a clicker. It's an incremental now. There's not enough meat. Way too scattered. Face miner and next better automation, faster games. What do you mean unfriendly design? What does unfriendly design mean, guys? Do we add server automation? Server provisioning. The viewer. No receptive. We're gonna fix this. Boom. Oh, one. Is about 400%. Okay. Keep going. Bombuster completely ruined this game. I don't know whose idea it was. It was a terrible one. What does this mean? Hey, Alcatraz. I read review games. This is a viewer, I think. I don't know, actually. Maybe he just wants this game to not be made. Je vous avoue que j'ai été plus captivé et hype par le jeu de démineur inclus dans le jeu pour le succès du démineur. Ah, Bomb Duster. Expert qui parle. Too much fucking French. 17 hours. Français. I have to admit I was more captivated. Ah. And a detective in search system for a clicker game. There's not rewarded. Game rebooting servers. We have automation for the servers as well. Launch in-game events to boost player engagement, excitement. That's marketing blast, though. Please tell me it's saved where I was. Oh, I need to go back. Okay. Well, we went through quite some of the reviews. Secretly, the bug. Supposed to. I think your online presence leads to extra positive or negative reviews. I think at the end of the day, mainly positive, I would say. We do have some socially incompetent viewers who are like, "Oh, I'm a great fan, but I really gave you guys a negative review because I think you guys needed it." Like, what the fuck, dude? I'm gonna see when that guy's game is gonna come out as well. I'm not gonna show. Because that's the thing. I even played this game. I gave him fucking good feedback, and it's like, yeah, I gave you guys a negative review because I think you deserved it. Gave them social skills. Okay, his game isn't out yet. Q3. Okay. Well, I'll be ready to play this game and give it an unbiased review whenever it comes out. Sockhouse Studios. I'm not even talking about your. I'm not even talking about your manager. That's the worst part. I feel like there are other people who at this point hate me so much they would make 10 Steam accounts just to negatively review me the moment we release a game. But yeah. So the problem is with the ban people from chat. Bite Me Puppet still takes the cake. I don't know. August 29th. We'll see. What's the other one? Market 95 or something. Market 98. Market Chain 98. This one is still just coming soon. This is an interesting game. Thumbs up. As a fan of channel, if I don't like one of your guys' games, just don't buy it. Yeah. But you know, when you have people who call themselves Bite Me Puppet, is there anything that's really surprising? Don't forget some people get paid. Yeah, that's what I mean as well. Okay. So you aren't successful until you have haters. Yeah. I'm thinking. So we add Solitaire. Should be an easy W. Ability to get both endings in a single save. Should be William can implement this very quickly. I need to just add extra text. Estimated data update automatically every few seconds. Easy. More cover art. Easy. Ban people some chat. And server provisioning automation. Those are the two bigger ones. Is Puppet just a fan or a troll? I think Puppet is kind of a weird one. I think Puppet is a parasocial fan who probably felt offended at some point by me. Or something, I don't know. You could do it so that you can click on your name and ban them. Yeah. Have something in the background that determines if it's a legit ban. The problem I have is I don't want it to be negative only. I kind of wish I could also, you could do like a positive thing with players. So that there's like, it's like a real drop down and not just ban only. Let's okay. Yeah, for expanding the gameplay loop. Stuck. Bottom left has a chats. But it's IRC as well. It's not really game chats. Although, honestly, wait, let me look at it again. It says IRC, but it also has chats. Yeah, general set chat system. Okay. Need to add. Then the problem is negative negative. Oh, and wish there was a way. How many GIFs do I need to post in Discord to get banned? 2 in a row. I think that's more of the like if people post GIFs in a row, William goes crazy. Just tag everyone. I think GMs never rewarded you for being a good player, but they sure as heck punished you. Yeah, but that's the downside. The fuck is asset seizure? Speed hacking. Ooh. But this is hype. So we can get money for banning? Doesn't make sense though. Player moderators. Promote to chat mod. This seems like scope creep already. Oh no, but they can't do the auto banning. So what if... Okay, let's just fucking do this. Let's just put this straight into... scene. Sure. Why? It's gonna just be a prefab for now. Footer IRC. So I'm thinking, let's IRC line. I need to do it in the prefab itself. IRC line. Ultra Beaver. So we add a UI element. Norse layout for now. Probably we're going to make this a fucking point where you can click on somebody and it will open player details. Image. Player details. Image. Name. That shouldn't be name. Oh well. Xmas Pro. We call him Ultra Beaver as well. Here. Four, height of 5. Let's do 50. Okay. So it shows gear level. Yes. So kind of also we just add fluff. But then here we do also add buttons. UI. Image. No, not image. Yes. Ban button. Bottom. I have a prefab. Why am I doing it like this? It's been so long. Button go here. Bottom. Ban 14. M198 new patch, yeah. Ban waves. We can do ban. Then I guess what we do else. What if you can make your own usernames? So what we thought to do, but I ended up telling William not to do it because probably it's kind of too risky, but we could enable it immediately, is it would take your friend list from Steam and put those, like put your friends as in-game entries. But I think kind of, I don't think you want to like, or like you can have yourself. No, it was yourself in the auction house. If you were logged into Steam, in the chat log, it would be your name, your Steam name. But I told him, William, probably you don't want to like share your Steam name. Kind of like some people don't want that, especially if you're like a live stream or something. This was when we thought live streamers and content creators would actually play our game. So we didn't end up doing that. With the idea to moderate the world chat. I think we would do something with the chat. I think the chat is kind of a static read-only thing, and I would try to make the chat a more active experience, perhaps. Stealth mode option toggle. I mean stealth mode. Oh, yeah. We could have. The question is still like, then it's like default enabled, or if it's default disabled. If it's default disabled, most people would realize it. If it's default, or like if it's default, yeah. And then otherwise, you're still going to dox yourself because not everybody reads the descriptions or like the settings before they play the game. But then they wouldn't know it. You prompt when the game starts. Stop using I'm sorry. I think you're gonna instantly leave again. So you could do the moderation. User data or research points. This is good. We could get research points from players as like a second way. It's gonna be like tiny, but like what if every time you clicked on a player, you got like 0.1 TB of data extra? The problem is we don't have enough of a long-term resource sink. So we would need also... It doesn't make sense. You kind of like research players. Okay, I'm gonna just make this a expanded chat 2.0. Ability to no bug hunting like game and cheaters and people saying slurs. That's step number 1. And then step number 2, the option to like track players, get research points. This does require a research sync. What's this game? The game is out already. We're going to be working on a service pack to the update. The game is called MMO98 on Steam. And we just crawled back into mostly positive. So we're planning a new update, and I'm kind of trying to figure out what we should include in it. Option to track players, get research points does require a research sync. It's not free. Infinite research sync. So what could we add? That would probably then be... In the research view here, I would need to add a form. Infinite. What if clicking the username generates a chat log of few messages and there are multiple sensory manager you're banned? Not you can save. You don't need to buy it. Adam. Back. Is Steam doing something? Steam doesn't really do it. You have like update rounds, which technically gives a little bit of visibility. Could make it all text. No, we're doing it mouse still. Mouse only. Like you can play the entire game with only a mouse. So that's not changing. We want to have an extra resource sync for research. I think this would also help with the end game. Because once you've completed all of these upgrades, kind of you don't get much of an improvement. But we can easily add like a 1 bonus entry and then an extra window that just allows you to keep putting resources into like some level of multiplier. Okay. I think we're getting somewhere. I think the big Service Pack 2 update would be chat. Like features and then expand the chat 2.0. I think server provisioning automation we're gonna leave away. More cover art we can do easy. Infinite anti-cheat development. I like that. And that way, but then, no, actually that's a good idea. We can have multiple infinite multipliers. We can have a multiplier that always increases, for example, day 1 purchases. We have like three things you can skill point infinitely into. So what can we upgrade like infinitely, kind of? We can infinitely upgrade. We already can infinitely upgrade the ping capacity. That's through world. We can multiply probably day 1 launch, anti-cheat, slash day 1 launch, slash, something else. Like if we could do like 3 things. Yeah, the permanent tech dump indeed makes really good sense. Who gave that idea? Anti-cheat, Zeph. Shout out to Zeph. I will probably take that. And this also expands the late game, because you now have 2 ways to get research that's not just and then probably we would lock the server chat moderation behind a research thing in general. Because I think we actually have something, probably it's called advanced analytics or something like that, or anonymous analytics. Probably we can work based on that. Option to track players, get research points, disregard researching anti-cheat. Because I think we don't just want anti-cheat. I think we want to have like 3 different things. So that you can still kind of choose what you want put your resource points into. Okay, what were we talking about with Mr. Gemini? Okay, no Q&A, but I like the idea of being able to research a player and it gives you all of data. Any beginner tips for Unity? Make more games and make them faster. That's it. There should be a limit how much you can do this. Makes sense lore-wise. Down. I think he doesn't understand what I need resource sinks for. Game jams are a good option, I would say, yes. Yeah, this is where it... Fuck, so... Sniff packets is kind of evil, though. This is kind of shitty, though. This isn't ChatGPT either. They are privacy paranoia. Okay, extract telemetry is a good one. Extract telemetry, maybe too much though. But I don't want it to cost anything. That's kind of I want the cookie clicker thing. It should be free. It should just be timed. Oh, we can do an infinite research sync. That does like marketing blast efficiency. Because you have like more data, so you can do more targeted advertising. It makes sense. So anti-cheat would reduce the amount of cheaters in chat. So that means that banning a cheater shouldn't give any positive though. But there's another negative. The positive from chat interaction would come from the tracking and researching. The anti-cheat is just a net negative you need to squash on time. But then the problem is, when do we start adding those? Because if we add like ragers from the first moment you start playing the game, I think it's too overwhelming. We need this to start only from the second, or like from like a later prestige. Is that I don't want these features to start until the mid game. How do we make it make sense? Don't get any cheaters slash haters first. People complain you unlock everything with the first release. Second game, right? But the second game we're already introducing some other things. We could probably just give it a Norman pop-up of like, uh-oh, it seems your game broke into mainstream. I think that's it. Yeah. Norman pop-up after third game. Seems your game broke into mainstream. Oh, but do it based on how many true fans. Or based on total true fans. Broke into mainstream. Moderation is now part of the game as well. Whatever. I'm gonna name it a little bit nicer. So then we have 3 kinds of interaction. 3 forms of interaction. 1. People saying exclamation mark F. And reports of at users about someone else. Find the other player. Up. And then 3. Extract data from yours. Some packets are smelly. Okay. Go here. Have to click on that message. Open the menu. Features some fluff as well. Because I think that's like one of the strong things about this game is like having fluff. We're gonna drop this fucked pig sculpting. I think if we can add expanded chat 2.0, I think this would be a big enough feature to actually make sense. And then like a few other like quality of life things, such as the ability to get post endings, estimated data, and more cover art. I think this would be a really solid service pack. Now, the one problem we're missing here is automation. So definitely we need some level of moderation. Oh, but it's the anti-cheat. But would the anti-cheat reduce the base rate? The anti-cheat would reduce the base rate of cheating. From players gives additional research. Require infinite sinks for research. Anti-cheat. Slash. Oh, we can do 2 separate ones. We can do anti-cheat, and then we can do like chat moderation. And we call it like automated chat moderation. Instead of like having to manually promote members as mods. And then like 1/3 thing, just to give it like more of a benefit. I think we want like something otherwise gameplay related as well. We could do some like marketing blast efficiency. Although that is kind of already included in the skill tree. We could do higher day 1 conversion. Because you know like more about your players. Because we always do 5, so maybe we want to do 5 as well. But then what would be a good overlapping category? Question mark. Okay. We could call this like live ops category. I think William is going to be happy because we were kind of stuck on what we want to do with this game. So what's like the cooldown thing here? Would we just give this extract data? Do you need to purchase it? I don't think we want to add more research unlocks. I think we just want to automatically feed this to the player as an extra mechanic. It just gets introduced. What we could maybe even do is it's already clickable, always, the player, but you just can't like further interact with it. Always click for the fluff. Ban/search buttons only unlock later automatically. Sounds like it's not him. One for the cooldown, of course. I'm stupid. I didn't even read this. We don't need anything with the servers. We want like higher data extraction. So this is the resource sink that like gives you even more resources to begin with per player. Like higher data extraction / lower cooldown. I'm not sure if we want to do both. If we wanted to, we could do both of these gone. And make this just like a player management category. Anti-cheat, automated chat moderation, higher data extraction, reduced cooldown. So far, I have drank 4 beers watching the stream. Life is good. Yeah, I think this is something I still want to spar on with William. In the actual gameplay we want to add, pretty confident I know what I want to do there. I think based on total true fans is what I would prefer. E.g. if you have 10,000 true fans, or another number you get after like playing your rounds. True fans. Next game. Threshold. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Life is good. This went surprisingly easy. Net profits. Brainstorm service back to contents. Check. It's been 3 hours. I think I'm not going to start the net profits UI right now. I think I'm going to take a break. I also have to record a Patreon video still. And a bunch of other stuff. But I think we still did some good stuff. Everybody, thank you very much for having tuned in. I'll be back here tomorrow, hopefully on time for once. Hopefully, maybe with a different suit, maybe with the exact same suit. Stefan, I hope you have a good day still. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk to you about achievements, milestones. I saw your stuff. Not milestone. I don't know. I don't think I can easily pull up the code. I don't know where it is actually. Maybe scripts. Look up achievement. One thing that we do have to handle ourselves that was originally a bug. I think achievement tracker. With Steam achievements facade, probably. Is that if your user plays the game with Steam achievements and for some reason the Steam achievement fails to send, like Steam isn't initialized or something, Steam will not retry. So one thing that we did do is every time you load the game, we also in-game track like milestones, which is achievements. Every time you start a save, the game will go through all of your milestones in that save file and will try to re-push them to Steam. Which, I don't know if you're doing that, but it's maybe something you want to do as well, kind of as like redundancy. So the benefit we had was we had the bug where, like I said, some milestones didn't trigger for a lot of people because like the Steamworks didn't set up. We could just tell them, hey, if you did actually get them in game, we just pushed an update, just run the save and you automatically get them. And a lot of people are very happy with that. That gave us a few positive reviews as well. I don't think I can really... this is just a tracker. Completion is check. Yeah, it's not here. Oh well, it's somewhere else. That's all I really wanted to say. Just if you're doing Steam achievements, I think that's something you guys may want to consider. Am you planning on doing your next Steam page demo review stream? I missed the last one. So next week's Next Fest, I think next week's Next Fest is going to be mainly like playing the viewer demos again on the Steam Next Fest. It's gonna be another amazing one. Who knows? As for actual Steam pages, I may do one. I'm not sure. The problem is that those streams generally perform less well in like the mornings this time. Maybe I'll do one this week still. But I also like to start the morning with work instead of like real like making progress on our games. Compared to just like kind of yapping in the morning. That makes sense. So yeah. I guess no promises yet. But yeah. 07 everybody. I may just add the achievements to the save file again as a failsafe. Yeah, so that's what we do as well. We also save it locally, and then we try to push it every time on Steam as well. I'll be sure to add that to my game. That's why you watch Bite Me. We give you these good advices that nobody tells you, because you just need to have made your own games to learn about it. But yeah, everybody, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!